This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
First and 10, Stick. And caught by Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stick looking to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 40-yard line. Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, check. Stick.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stick. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ready? Flag! What do you got? 49 to Mike. Hey, they're scared. Let's go.
On 1st down, Norwood. And some room to work. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Ready. Black to the left.
Brings us 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. On the crossing route, complete. That's Carter. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Norwood. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Norwood. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Running is Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter there. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better too.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. On first down, Norwood. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Ready? 90, walk. Here we go, D. Yep. Go.
Off play action, it's Stick. It's Williams on the catch. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Stick back to pass. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the extra point. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down now, Norwood. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Sponge! 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 Let's go! Come on!
Jameis to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Robert Foster. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Again, it's Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Wilson's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Let's go.
Out of his end zone, Winston. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
All day, baby, all day. Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie Ragland able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And Foster loses the football. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Stick. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Stick looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jenopoly make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Winston, and that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now on 2nd and 16. Winston, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jenopoly in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Stick looking to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie Ragland bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll throw on 2nd down his Stick, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're the punt from deep inside their own territory.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Stick looks to throw it again. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man, here's Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Here's Winston. This is caught by Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Green, 17.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Winston. Now in desperation, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.